Alright, everyone. For today, I wanted to. This is kind of unexpected. I planned on doing something else, but clicked on an area my wife and I went the other day on the scooter and decided I need to make a video just on these two spaces. 77th Street in Central Park West and 72nd Street in Central Park West. In taking the scooter ride, we found many gems across Riverside Drive. Way down, I went there today and got a house, but there is so much stuff. But here, wanted to focus on one building I came across just through going on this website. That is a beautiful arch. And I did see arches on top of a building today as well. And the other one to focus on is the Dakota, the famous building where John Lennon and Yoko lived. Here, I clicked on the correct space. So, okay, 77th Street on Central Park West. What I wanted to focus on was this. This, how stunning and large, elegant, and beautiful this is. Why? I have it already zoomed in. Yep, here it is. Apologies on the abrupt zooming. Look at how big these people are, even compared to this thing. Don't know what this is. Look at these steps. And the door. I can barely see the door. Looks boarded up. Perhaps. See, I saw these windows today with metal. These are just windows. These are not doors. It says Memorial to Theodore Roosevelt. Clark and Lewis and Clark, supposedly they found a lot of America and rediscovered. Can't read this. these perhaps Native Americans? Perhaps. Imagine. Just imagine it. The beauty of the old world. Arizona, Utah, what we call desert areas. Imagine those bursting with cities of red brick, eagles flying high. Perhaps enormous trees. And of course, buildings of exquisite beauty. Just imagine, and to reimagine it, reimagine and rebuild. Take in the knowledge and the wisdom of the old. Gotta make our own art with it, our own movies, our own stories. That's how we come through with it. Bring it forth from the depths of our being. I'll get to those photos soon. But I would like one more right here. This looks like just a focus on the animals. Yes, beautiful animals, and just as imagining eagles soaring, these are other animals that are found in that part of the U.S. Montana, Utah, Arizona, Colorado. The ram, the pheasant, the buffalo, the moose, the buffalo, the ram, and we got these things here. Just watched Martin Liedtke, Flat Earth British, on these. What are they called again? The Fasu. Forgot what they're called, but it didn't add up on the Wikipedia. This is like a close-up on the window. Alright, now we can shift to the Dakota. $18.80 72nd Street in Central Park West. Central Park is right here. When you stand next to this thing, it's enormous. The doors, Antiquitech on the tops, balcony going all the way around. Let's try to imagine the civilization living in this structure. Antiquitech all lit up, beam into the sky, providing energy for this fabulous palace. And this door right here is really huge. It doesn't look that big right now, but it's huge. And we got some mud floodage here in the bottom. Windows on the floor alert. Some crappy wooden electrical things. Let's see what else we got. There's another one of the Dakota. So I can zoom in a little better. Little circle things on top. It looks like when a Merkaba spins very fast. You ever see those diagrams of a Merkaba spinning very fast? Around a person. It starts to look like a UFO or a spaceship. These little details look like that. Alright, then we got the door again. Look at these ornate lights. Wow. Mudflood on the ground. Some business dealings. And now something is built here. The last one we were on, nothing was built there. It was empty. But this looks old world too. Look at this. Wow. I mean, look. That goes huge, because this building is already really tall. Wow. Dakota is already pretty tall. And you come over here, and you see this building. It is mud flooded, unless they just whipped this up and built it. I mean, they're not, at least they're not having horse and buggy in this one. But just, I think it's improbable how tall this is. Almost like a castle from the side. What's this thing? Yeah, it looks old worldish too. Yep, we don't see the rest. Interesting. Now let's try to observe. Sorry for the zoom. This one. What is this one? Behind it, this one's definitely old world. Take a tip on the tops. Not as ornate. Maybe not as old. And this one shows nothing. Perhaps it's photoshopped, which is what led me to this photo. Central Park West, looking from 72nd Street. This is on 72nd Street. Look at this. They're hanging up their clothes. All the houses are shacks, and look, it's mud flooded still. The shacks. I just noticed that. The shacks. Why would they not build them on the level ground? They have them underneath. That's interesting. More clues. And yeah, this doesn't look like it's built really good. These are wooden shit shacks. Carpenter shop. Yeah, like, you know, this is more like what seems that they could build. Not what we just saw. And look at this. This looks kind of destroyed. Or is that kind of photoshopped? That looks like when you take the eraser tool in Photoshop and kind of spin it around there, but you don't do a good job at covering it up. And these lines. Yeah, it looks like a whole mess. Big mess. Mud flooded right there. That's a big clue. Like, why build a shit shack on a lower ground than the rest of it? Looks like. Is it mud flooded on the rest? Is this photoshopped? I could have copy pasted some of these cars. This one. And this one looks similar. Yeah, but look at this. This looks like the framework is already in. The bottom here. The framework is already in. Everything is already... The foundation is there for a lot of stuff, and then they build the shit shacks on the top of them. What I also wanted to look at is over here, to the right. Here's Cathedral. No tops. Here's one. Here's something. It looks like a dome, yeah. With tops. Gotta go over there. This is like a castle. And then over here, I don't know what this is. Looks kind of like a spire, or that newer building in Seattle, that Needle building. And it looks like partially maybe tried to Photoshop or erase. Look at this, these white and black lines. These buildings look like windows are blown out. Looks like a war zone. And then we got the shit shacks all over here in the prime real estate area of Central Park West. I mean, and over here, here's Central Park, and it looks like this is deliberately crossed out. There's only one castle in Central Park, and then there's like a boat area, and there's the Met Museum, but this is on the west side. This is not by that. This looks like the top of a castle. It looks kind of like maybe a cathedral. It looks possibly crossed out. There's a possible bridge. Antiquitech, maybe. Maybe this is all speculation, but gotta use your imagination when you're doing this stuff too. That's how we're gonna also deduct this investigation. Yeah, I think that was like a castle type deal. What's the date on this? No date. Oh, this is a different one. The one we looked at was this. No date. One more old photo. Same area, but I don't see the Dakota. And I don't see the other buildings. There's no date. This looks like some type of a park. And this, what is this building? Scaffolding. Antiquitech right here. Is this on the park? But the park is here. Now the park is here. Let me try to get details on where this is. Where is this one? This actually might be up the street. I don't know where that photo went. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like it's already dug out. These blocks are already there. This looks like some kind of a park. This maybe was a big cathedral. Landing space of some sort. Central Park was probably built out too. Look at this. This was a whole park all based around this building. Some type of landing area. Got an elevated train over here. Most of the trains are below ground now. Over here is New Jersey, I think. This is Hudson. More shit shacks. Look at that. Got some shit shacks. They're telling us they're building all this beautiful stuff, and they can't even build a good shit shack. I mean, ridiculous. Look at these pieces of shit, and they build them in a hole. Are they connected to something below? Got a bunch of rubble here. A little bit better shit shack. See, this one's a little better, but these ones are awful. All this rubble. I don't know. These two shit shacks may be connected. Maybe have been added on. Just like this is the area where you drive up. Wonder what this was. Alright, let's look at the top of this thing. Central Park West, looking north from 77th Street. Come back to the map. Looking north. Okay, so it should be... It would be right here. Let's see if I can view it from here. You just get more and more gems as you keep going. What is this? This says Central Park West. But this building is not... This is a building that was destroyed. The municipal building. This is by Wall Street. This is not in Central Park West. What's this? No, that building is still standing. No, they got the areas messed up on here. What is this? Planetarium. The dome. The Adler Planetarium in Chicago. Alright, well, let me close off with this. Here's the Dakota. Don't have any pictures of this building or this building. I want to end with these details on the Dakota. Look at this. These are the details, the ironwork. On it, it's still there. Just take a look at that. Perhaps sea serpents. And here it is, a little further out. And the Mudflood is right down below, down there. Windows on the floor alert. There we go. Maybe this was done by the newer people, or the gates maybe were really big and these go further down and it was like a castle wall. And this was meant to guard as an amulet or something. And maybe the remotes around it, like the star forts. Maybe all the buildings had water around it, or some of them. Just thought, yeah, just imagine this going down as far as the building goes down. So this is like a wall, a gate, a protective gate around it, in case there were, you know, creatures that were different outside that maybe they didn't want to let in, want to protect from. Alright, well, that's all I got for today with this one. I can go hours and hours on this, and with this thank you.